mean, that might be a good thing. I say the same with LaShawn Thomas, so I'm gonna try.
No, I want all of that. I want you to say that again.
So, I don't know what I said. That's the thing, man. Like, okay, all right.
Just be natural. So, when y'all ready, I'm gonna go live for real this time.
All right.
All right.
Make sure like live recording all that.
Actually, hold on. Are we? Oh, we live, baby. Oh, we live now.
Oh shit! Damn.
So, just to make sure we live. We are live. Bet. Okay, cool. We are live right now, you guys. So, welcome to Justice and the Outsiders. We had a little technical difficulties, so sorry about that. So we are back again, and we are here talking about Yasuke. And I got two guests with me today, and they're two of my close friends with crazy ass opinions, Christian Smooth and Legendary V. King Legendary V, because you know he got mad descriptions. But I'd like to thank y'all for coming on and being a part of this. So I definitely wanted y'all on here because y'all watch animes and I don't. So I needed y'all input on this new anime, Yasuke, which I like. So I'm just gonna get this started and talk about it. I like Yasuke. I thought it was dope. You know, I saw some of y'all's, tiffs towards it. And like you messed me up a little bit when I rewatched it, but all in all, I still like it. I thought the action was dope. I thought the story was dope, and I like showing him as going through what he went through to become a samurai, then to helping a little girl out. So I loved all that, and I think the animation was cool. It wasn't great, but it was cool. I think my points were like y'all said, it could have been a little bit more realistic, like Samurai Champloo, but I was kind of cool with that. The robots were stupid, but I was cool with that. So, I'm going to give it over to y'all crazy ass niggas and tell me how y'all feel about the show.
So, for one, I feel like Yasuke was essentially the anime version of Driving Miss Daisy. I mean, essentially what they did was they turned Yasuke into a, what do you call it? Like a chaperone for a little mutant Japanese girl who she's like European, but that's a whole other thing. I mean, the biggest my biggest gripe to the series is the fact that like 30 seconds into the thing. I said I feel like Joe Biden right now. 30 seconds into like the show, you see robots, right? So you think, okay, cool, we'll get like this historical action drama, but no, you're getting like this mix of sci-fi and fantasy, and yeah, I mean, not like the robots aren't explained, the bear chicken isn't explained, the shaman ain't explained, like nothing's explained this whole entire like series.
And they want to keep playing it straight too, like it's really a magical Negro, a magical girl driving this Sailor Moon off this motherfucker. It's wild because like even think about it too, and think about how the show was made. It really was like, it sort of feels like a meme anime.
Yeah.
Like Yasuke was going viral on Instagram and social media and shit. And then they just rushed and made a series real quick.
No.
Because like
black people, like the Black Panther. I mean, how much money? Do we have any blacks who can use make some money off of? Oh, Yasuke. Okay, cool. Let's make Yasuke.
Yo, I just saw this shit in the meme. Let's go ahead and make a show out of this, like, bro, like.
No,
it's
bro.
A bunch of them too. You know, a show is bad when you start thinking about little shit that don't even like bother you normally. Like, who's braiding that nigga's hair? I don't think that nigga had locks. You the only nigga in
Yo was doing himself.
That's a good point.
Like,
Yo was doing himself. Yo was doing it himself, bro. Yo, give my man his props. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yo just started nitpicking, talking about who doing this man's hair. Yo, he was cool, bro. Like, that man was tough. He went through a whole bunch of shit and then, got to the point where he was at. He was a whole slave, you feel me? And then he became a samurai. And then, he had to kill the dude that he was training under. And then he started drinking. Now he got to help this little girl out of the kindness of his heart.
I mean, yeah. I'm just saying though. I mean, just like plot wise. I mean, I don't know, man. It just felt like it was like a tossed salad, pretty much like tossed salad ideas. I feel like we seen this like like hundreds of times already. You just have to be a big tall black dude like little Japanese chick.
That's wild too. I was talking to somebody about like how as soon as somebody makes something nowadays, they want to make something mature and adult. That's like the go-to thing is to have like an old gruff man who's done with life protecting a little girl. Like everything is like Logan.
Old man Logan, right? Old man Logan, right? Exactly.
Bruh, come on, bruh.
Old
Like,
you're right. That's it. It's old man Logan.
okay, this has some similarities to Old Man Logan, but come
Like
on now.
she was a powerful mutant.
Yeah,
Same
thing. LaShawn Thomas. Yasuke is LaShawn Thomas.
Bruh, like,
I think y'all going too far, especially saying he like a driving Miss Daisy, bruh. Like, okay, yeah, he was transporting them across the river, but okay, whatever. But the joint was still tough. Like he had to protect that girl like he was a samurai. This was him stepping back into the fold of being, a good guy. That shit all like I mean, that's how stories be. Like the hero be out of it, out of whatever, left the life, and then something drags their ass back into it. Like
that's how all the stories be, right? All the stories be that same
right.
shit.
I guess that's what y'all saying.
Something different.
Yeah, but I mean, even in feudal Japan, black men can't escape, like the black stereotype. Why you haven't been drunk? Why you haven't drinking?
Because he went.
I mean, yeah, like a stressful life. I'm just saying he could have been like just filled with revenge. It could be like a revenge story. He's just like going. I mean, granted, that probably made it like even more like Afro Samurai, but I digress.
But I don't think revenge wasn't in that nigga character. It don't seem like he was real about honor and shit. I don't see him trying to.
He fought the nigga. He fought the Dark Lord nigga.
Yeah, but he had to do that. Like they was trying to kill him. Like that was more self defense than anything, bro. And that was more about stopping evil. You feel me? So like it wasn't about revenge. Like he probably was happy he got to fuck that nigga up at the end. Yeah.
And that would have been a better story. I mean, you take all the fantasy stuff and sci-fi stuff, just have him get revenge for his Nobunage. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Get revenge for him, and just him just like don't kill Bill style. That would have been a better story.
Made a better story too, because it's like, especially if you made it like realistic, it would have been like, how will this big black dude get around Japan and get revenge? Like. You can't sneak enough, you feel me? That shit has to be creative as fuck. Like,
yeah, if I in Japan, that sounds like 5'2" or something.
Facts. Like he was towering over all them niggas, though. He literally was towering over everybody.
He was tallest nigga.
Facts. But like, I think for the most part, like with him, I felt like, especially with this show, like I told y'all, I follow Flying Lotus on Twitter, and he said that the reason they went more so fantasy because he felt like that works better for anime. Plus, they were supposed to make the live action with Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P., but like he died. Hopefully, they can cast somebody else. But I feel like they went more with the fantasy because it's anime, and I'm kind of cool with that. Like I agree with y'all. The robots was dumb as fuck. Like that was dumb. But like with the magic and stuff, I was cool with that.
I would have been cool if they made it make sense in the story.
Right.
You could literally show me anything, do whatever you want to do, just make it make sense. They didn't take any time to make it make sense. They just kept trying to push the whole he's black, so he's an outsider, and he got a fucking talking robot, my nigga. Like, it don't make no sense, bro.
They're more concerned about the color of skin in a metal man. I mean, I feel like I'd be more like intrigued by this metal man with like English letters on his chest.
But that's what I'm saying. The nigga at the end, he was like, oh, Nobunaga ruined our country when he let your black ass in, nigga. As he sat there with demon mutant powers and an army of robots. Like, nigga, that's the traditional samurai way to you? That's what you was trying to uphold is demons and robots?
But no, he got took over by the evil. Like, after a while, like, he was really about that, that samurai life. Like, no woman or no black man or outsider should be a samurai. And, like, he got taken over by the evil later. And I actually like that part of the story. I like the fact that like when they went to go face them niggas and they was like, yo, surrender. And he was like, we not surrendering to you and your black ass. So basically we gonna kill you and then we gonna send you back to, the yo. But instead, then the other yo didn't even stick up for Yasuke. He was like, all right, bet, we're gonna send Yasuke to fight y'all. And then Yasuke stepped up like a real nigga and fucked all of them up. Like, all of them. That scene was tough. And I like that. I like the fact that he was willing to be like, okay, these people don't accept me. I just gotta prove myself there. And I thought that was tough.
Another thing, going back to how little shit take you off the scene. Like that fight scene was cool. I will say that. Mm-hmm. But it was like, why are these niggas fully dressed as ninjas already? The whole village, bro. But why? And it was weird too, because the nigga was like, I'm gonna
they
forget
was the
this
gods.
Shit. Nah, the nigga said he was like, I would never respect no nigga like that as no samurai. Fuck him. I would never call him a samurai. And then in the next sentence, he said, hey, but tell the black samurai to come here. You just said that you would never call this nigga a samurai. When the animation bad, the story bad, I be picking up a little shit. Like,
all right, bro.
I was watching that with Tay. Shout out to Tay. They was laughing so hard. They pointed that shit out. I was like, yeah, like, what happened?
I'm not a fan of like the 2.5D animation. You know how
oh yeah, that fake ass 3D shit. No.
Yeah, I hate that. Like Netflix does that like way too much. Like the show King and like Ashura. Like the whole entire series is like done that way. It's like horrible. I mean, I like the show. I like the fights and everything, but just like the animation style. I'm not too crazy about it.
You talking about like you talking about that how Ultraman that joint on Netflix now, like shit like that. Yeah, that animation kind of like I saw parts, especially when the robot they was doing that in Yasuke. But that I don't like the animation. Like for me to watch stuff like that, I gotta really get past that animation. It gotta be really dope for me to get into it. But luckily, the whole show wasn't like that though.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I can say, I like the backgrounds of the show are like pretty good. They're very scenic and serene.
The music went well with the backgrounds, even though they didn't use that much music, the hip hop music for fight scenes.
They
it was
did.
Good to hear lo-fi beats.
They did. I told you. The fight scene.
The
fight scene where they first met the yo and he was protecting the kid. He squared up with the yo and gave him he was ready to give him the hands. You feel me? So like that was hip hop. That scene, I think they had a lot of hip hop. I don't think it was as much hip hop as Nujabes used to put in like Samurai Champloo. Yeah. But like I agree with that. It wasn't as much. But like it still had a good amount. Like I think the music was tough. Like the OST, I actually got that joint, and that joint is tough. Like some of the joints, especially the joint where he drinking, he getting drunk, and the girl playing, it's like in the shadow. Like that joint was tough.
Like, no, the music was tough. I like all like Crown Lotus, Thundercat. I'm always big fans of them niggas. The music is tough. It's just like y'all could have used it better at the show. Samurai Champloo, like. When that shit kick in, you hear them beats. It's like, bro, you guys really set the atmosphere up for a nigga. Like, I'm feeling it. Hip hop is good for fight scenes. It got a certain cadence to it. And then the shit just go killing. Like, no. My bad. What you say?
No, I'm just saying, like, with Samurai Champloo, I see like felt for those characters,
Yeah.
Yasuke, I mean, I ain't had no emotional attachment to Yasuke. I mean, with Mugen and Jin and Fu, I mean, I felt like that.
What'd you say, V?
I said even Fu was whack ass. I thought Fu was whack as shit by the time the show was over. I was fucking with Fu.
So why did y'all have? Why did y'all have a more emotional connection to them than my man's Yasuke?
They were interesting. Yeah, cause like all right, Jin was sitting there. And he was real like depressed and stuff. That's probably the closest parallel to Yasuke, right? But even with him being depressed, it's like he a quiet dude, but he's still ready to throw hands. He's still ready to be the best. He felt like he had to do what he had to do for his own reasons. You find out more about his backstory. It's like, all right, there's a reason why he carries himself like this. It's his personality and his experience. Yasuke is like, bro, a nigga low-key freed you, and then he was your master, sort of, kind of. Then you went
He
in
was
your
his
master mode, you
trainer.
went up and you died. And you still a free nigga. Like you got your freedom. You depressed? Got the biggest
Cuz.
dick in Japan right there, bro. The biggest one. He be knocking them Japanese shorties down, make a whole motherfucker. He make Japan look like Compton. Real quick. One season. But nah, he's sad and drinking. He got a job as a boatsman and shit. Like Smooth said, like what the fuck is a boatsman?
Yeah, what
Bro?
the
Like,
right. Then
Yo
you don't get
was
no customers
chilling.
or nothing. You broke, you know, live in a shack.
Yo
living in
was
the fucking
chilling,
shit.
bro. Yo was chilling. Let my man live. Yo was chilling. He was quiet.
Every time we got black superheroes, them niggas be living in shacks, be down bad, these motherfuckers ain't got no money, trying to keep the light bill on this shit. They're not even fucking living in the fantasy world no more. This nigga got robots outside. He living in a fucking shack.
Black people, even fantasy, like black people get the luxury to like live a good life. You know, always gotta.
For real.
But yo,
we gotta talk about Falcon with a Soldier one day.
Oh yeah, we can talk about Falcon Winter Soldier. That could be next. But yo, he was living a good life when he was training to be a samurai. He was living up in the castles and shit.
On that. I mean, the little like him, like doing with the little boy. That was like the closest thing he got to I guess like training to be a samurai or training someone to be a samurai.
Oh, that, and also let's talk about that little boy. I think that little boy, and if they will continue with seasons, unlike y'all think so.
This don't got a chance. I'm sorry.
Man. They do. Season 2 coming out. I'm calling it now. Season 2 coming out. They're gonna announce it. But I think that kid, he gonna train that little kid like later on. Like I feel like this is what I think when season 2 does come out, he's gonna either train that kid and then leave and be a Ronin himself, or he gonna take that kid with him and train him on the road. Smooth, I see your face. What's wrong with that?
We need more black people to be training these little white kids all over the world how to be better people.
He the only black person, yo. It's only 2 of them right now, bruh.
Or just not do that. I mean, because my thing is like, do they want to do this for kids or do they want to do this for adults? I feel like if they would have went like the PG like 13 right with this series, it would have been great. Cool, like you got a character for like black youth to like look up to, you know.
They got niggas cutting each other in half. Like what's for
right?
adults?
They have that.
White girl get saved.
Right.
Fuck, like yo, did y'all make this for me or not?
Bruh, I thought it was tough, bruh. I mean, in Shampoo, they was helping that little girl out in Shampoo.
In one episode in Shampoo, they got to a split in the road. It's one of my favorite scenes early on. And they see Fu and Mugen look at Jan. These niggas been arguing the whole time. He look at him, he look at Mugen, and one of them go down one side of the road and run as fast as he can. The other Jan go down the other side of the road and run as fast as he can. It was like, fuck this shorty. We're doing shit for her. I already know shorty. I think he even said, not even trying to be like, on the misogynistic shit. I'm pretty sure Mugen said, let's ditch this bitch. Like,
he probably did.
He was like, bro, fuck this bitch, bro. Let's go. Shit, I know we got some people. Fuck it. I ain't doing this shit.
But where I'm at, they helping this shorty out. Just like Yasuke is helping the little girl out. And it's a little girl, bro. Like, I mean, what are you going to do? Like, you just going to leave her out there to fend for herself?
He was at one point when that priest was beating his ass.
I mean,
like, fuck the little girl. I'll die right here. I'm sad.
That's the only reason why he's helping, only because of the story.
Yeah, because the story, because he had a little relationship with the shorty back in the day that was unloyal.
No, I just thought of something. I felt like this is like, I feel like Yasuke is like trying to be, they're trying to target the Demon Slayer crowd. Because Demon Slayer is almost like the same thing. You got the demons, and you got like I guess like, I don't know, is he a samurai? I don't watch Demon Slayer.
Swordsman, yeah, basically samurai.
Swordsman. And he's like trying to get his sister to be normal again, you know. It's the same shit, you know. They're trying to get that crowd to be in, I guess, the Yasuke.
I didn't even think about that, but you spot on. Like, it really was like a giant Demon Slayer or some shit.
You know, they see that trope is in right now. Like, I mean, that trope kind of reminds me of Inuyasha and his own. I'm not trying to compare like Yasuke and Inuyasha, but you know, I feel like it's like Yasuke it was like a longer run. I can see it like turn into like Inuyasha.
Yeah, and it's like wild too, because like even those things be complicated in their own right, but it's also simple in its own right.
It works, right.
Yasuke has so much with no rules to its world that it don't come together. Like Inuyasha is a fucking dog demon fighting niggas with his dad's tooth. And they made that shit work. Like you don't even question it. I'm up here wondering why this nigga got dreads. Like, bro, like they failed, bro. You gotta get me sucked in.
Yo, maybe they had somebody specialized there to do dreads, you feel me? You never know, you feel me? Like, that's small shit. That's small shit.
So you
Well,
found
I'm looking at that small shit because they talk about fuck this nigga when they got robots around. Y'all gotta explain the big shit, so I'm gonna look at the small shit.
Bruh, you know in this world we live in, dogs could fly and they still would be like, fuck these niggas.
You ain't lying. You gotta sell it to me. You gotta sell it. Make it make sense to me.
You just gotta give a good background for why fuck these niggas, huh?
It could have been 5 minutes. It could have been like niggas used to run the world and shit. Niggas made the robots.
Who made them? That's what I'm saying. Like, what? I mean, what robots made in Japan? Like, why does they have like English like letters on the robot's chest? You know?
True.
That's a clusterfuck. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all got cars, but y'all got robots. This nigga driving a canoe.
Right.
Got some niggas robots.
Right.
Robots got jetpacks and shit.
Yeah, you got like you still like going across the ocean and like these like wooden sea vessels, and I don't know, man. I feel like they would have went like a steampunk route, like have like the robots like controlled by steam or something. I mean, that would have worked. I could have bought that because they didn't have that sort of like technology, you know.
Yeah, it's wild too, cause like at the end where old girl died, one of the assassin girls died, and the robot with jetpacks, a scanner, and a gun, it was like he couldn't do nothing about it, and they shot Shorty with a regular bow and arrow. Like, bro, what are the rules to your world? This nigga got magic in the house. Everybody in the house got magic, and she's sitting right next to a giant robot, and they couldn't stop a bow and arrow, one arrow, snipe Shorty. The robot was like, "What is death? Is she dead? Is she my friend? Like, bro, what is going on?"
The robot was pissed at that point. Yo was lost it, and that
this
didn't.
Nigga was a nuclear bomb, and he couldn't stop an arrow.
So that okay, that didn't make sense to me because it seemed like the robot most of the time was kind of like emotionless. Like he was just going, like he was kind of just a robot, and the next thing you know, he was mad as hell that his friend died, and I was like, where did that come from?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I felt like he had some sort of, I guess I wouldn't say soul, but I mean, he was like the comic relief of the show, you know.
But he didn't have like, it felt like he didn't have like emotion towards people, because remember when the Gone Girl was like, she basically was like the samurai is hot or something like that, like she was feeling a samurai. He was like, your attraction to him is illogical, and like so like it seemed like he was more so not really like, he was emotionless for real.
Oh no, the robot was racist too. You missed it.
Yeah, I mean,
was like, you like niggers? He was like, you a nigger lover? I'm about to fly my circus with that bullshit. Robot was racist.
No, not like that, but like he seemed emotionless. Like I didn't get why the nigga got so mad that the girl died. Like that was his friend. Like and then he just self-destructed.
That nigga said he risked his whole life. He been shorty that whole time. She said, "I'm finally your friend."
Yeah.
He murdered himself.
And then he just went self-destruct like a fucking Pokemon. Like, what the fuck was that about? But that was weird. I think all the robots all together was weird, but still I liked the show. I think it was still dope. Like I said, we said earlier, it's not up there. Like you asked if it was, up there with Afro Samurai. It's definitely not up there with Afro Samurai, and it's definitely. So I also watched Castlevania on Netflix, and Castlevania is better than Yasuke easily. So it's not up there with that, but I still like the joint. I thought it was good. It's better than Cannon Buster, weak ass.
Okay, so Cannon Busters was made by the same guy who made like Yasuke. I feel like there's a lot of like similarities in like both shows, in the sense that they take from like a lot of like different anime tropes and just put them in like one big like bowl and just like mix them all together, you know.
So I definitely see that with Cannon Busters. But like Cannon Busters is just whack. It's like it's corny as hell, and like it doesn't really seem like there's a point to it for real. But like I think Yasuke, for me, like the storyline of just showing like him as a samurai, going from a servant to a samurai, learning the samurai life. But I also wish they would have showed more of his training, which they didn't really show none of for real. They only showed like a little bit of his training. I wish they showed more of that. But the story of him basically going from a samurai to basically a Ronin, and that was doper than Cannon Busters. Cannon Busters for me is just that shit weak. Like if it's made, you said it's made by the same yo.
Yeah, it's LaShawn Thomas.
Then I think his game's stepping up. Then he getting better. You feel me? You feel because
I mean,
Yasuke.
he did Boondocks. He did Legend of Korra. He did
I still haven't watched Legend of Korra.
Did like Black Dynamite, which I got opinions about that show. I mean, I just don't like the art style.
We could talk about that too later on, cause that show is hilarious though.
I don't know. I just couldn't get past like the color palette. You know, the yellows and the purples.
Okay.
It made my eyes like vomit. You know.
You an anime snob.
I am. I ain't gonna hold you. I am. I mean, aesthetically, I didn't like the look of like Black Diamond, but I love the movie. I think that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, the movie classic. The movie is fucking hilarious.
I mean, how you fuck with Honeybee? You make Honeybee like all skinny and stuff. Like Honeybee is supposed to be thick, you know. But that's a whole other thing.
We that's a whole nother kind. We could talk about that on another episode. But Yasuke, I still like. I thought it was dope. What I want to know is on a scale of 1 to 10, what do y'all niggas rate it?
1 to 10, probably like I really like when he had the music in the background for like the peaceful shots.
Yeah.
I like Lotus music. That would bring it up from a 0 to a 40.
So
I agree. I give it a 4.
Hold on.
You're my mind. We in sync, man. Like that's like y'all strong 4 for me.
Hold on. Number 1, it's only a 4 because of the music.
No, not because of the music. Just like story wise and plot. I mean, like I said, like the world just didn't make sense to me. that's like the biggest thing. The fact that it's like I said, like it's like anime driving Miss Daisy. You know.
Yeah, like you gotta when you make any type of story. Like I feel like people look at action and stuff. They just want to make it action packed. But you still gotta give me like some type of theme or some type of plot.
Right. I mean, I didn't care about Yasuke. I mean, it was like times I was just like on my phone or playing I was playing Pokemon Snap, you know.
I had to watch the joint at 1.5 the speed. I was mad when Netflix did it. I was like, I don't want to mess up no creators. The way that they wanted this shit to be, but like I'm not watching this. But like I had to watch it for this. I saw the first 2 episodes. I was done.
Mm-hmm.
And that white dude was whooping his ass in the shed. When they walked out the bar, or they walked to the bar, and they didn't see the little girl in the bar who had just left, I was like, I'm watching this. But I want to see more because it might get better. And it never got better.
Never got better. This guy just like blah, you know.
It's
just like generic anime ending, you know, like big battle and spiritual environment. They went like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I mean, at the end. You know what I mean?
For real, they got the whole African nigga who was a JoJo Bizarre Adventure character. That shit was weird. Like, why was he there? Why do y'all need samurai? Y'all advanced warfare to the point way beyond what we have in modern times. We don't got no fucking bear Russian girls. We don't got mutants. We don't got robots. Why the fuck you need Yasuke with a fucking sword? Like, what is he there for?
Yeah,
They just fucking mutant shit he got his ass for.
But yo, you talking about this man useless, but he was handling himself against magic niggas. This is a normal nigga. This is a normal nigga that just getting drunk, ain't fight nobody in years, and he still was giving the Russian wolf lady, the robot, the emotional robot, and the other nigga the hands. And there was another motherfucker. Who was the other motherfucker? It was
the shaman.
And the girl.
Yeah. Like, I mean, she didn't really do anything. She was just like some like throwaway.
Yeah, her ass.
She didn't do shit. She had a little domino mask. What the fuck? What are you?
Yeah, her ass.
So if he was beating their ass, like, then why did they beat his ass in the second episode?
Son, you win some, you lose some. Like
the same movies?
Yo,
they had no new friend.
He was just drinking, bruh. He was literally just drunk. I want to see you.
He was drinking. He was whooping ass. Jackie Chan get drunk, he start whooping ass. I don't understand why Yasuke, bro. He black, bro. He put on the corner, so you know what it is.
They ain't had no Henny in Japan, bruh. That's what the problem was. They ain't had no
so
Henny.
So he can ride a boat drunk, but he can't fight a nigga drunk.
The boat, he
He
was
was
just
bigger than
rowing the boat. He just rowing the boat. He ain't doing nothing
Nigga,
special.
he get
he
tipped
was bigger
to
than
the
everything.
No, bruh. No, bruh. This man, he gave them the hand, and they caught him off guard, bruh. They caught him off guard. He lost that one fight, bruh, and y'all want to hold that against him.
I mean, because he
It
just
was
beat
a
him.
big
I
fight.
mean, he just like showed his impressive beat of strength like back in the day, and just I mean I get him. He's older now. He's like past his prime, but still, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it would have been better if we still like saw like Yasuke in his prime. You know,
Yeah.
I see him as like this old ass dude like Lakeith Stanfield, like trying to sound like he's like 50 something.
Yeah, what was up in his voice, man? His voice too, like.
See, I knew you was gonna get into that.
I forgot all about that. Like, bro, he sounded like a kid trying to sound like an adult.
What? I think
he
yo.
was trying to order some porno off the phone. He was like, "Bro, I am 50 years old." Like, no, you're not, man. You clearly a child.
I can't buy that. Yeah.
Okay, the voice. Okay, the voice. I give you that. The voice was one thing. I was one. When I heard he was voiced, I was like dope because like I think that he's a dope actor. I wanted to see what he did with the voicing, but it seemed like the voice sometimes didn't go with the scene. You feel me? Like
he was like way too monotone.
Yeah, he was definitely way too monotone for some of them scenes. But like that one thing, that's one thing that I had a problem with. Like that, the voice acting was weird to me. Mm-hmm. But still, I still like the show. It wasn't. I can't.
We gotta get you a better. We gotta expose you to better.
Yeah, you right. We gotta give you better taste, my friend.
You know, you're right. I'm just getting into my anime bag right now. You know, I just finished Castlevania. I don't know if that's considered an anime.
I would consider anime, but
that shit tough though.
No, we gotta get you on some Gundam. You can watch Sailor Moon. It's way better than
Oh yeah, I used to watch Sailor Moon as a kid. That shit was tough. I didn't know that was considered anime.
Yeah, watch it on Hulu. They got the revamp.
Oh, true. Like, you know they had them little. Used to have them little cards, them little magical cards they used to have. They used to throw out and shit. Yeah.
That's a good show.
I might have to go back and check that out.
Like you Hakusho, you can like start there. You want to see some action shit, you know.
Bro,
the dude who made Sailor Moon and the woman who made Sailor Moon, the dude who made Hakusho, married.
Yep.
If you watch them drink at the same time, they got a lot of similarities to it. No real reason.
Hold on, they married.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
So they just met each other making anime and just got married. They was like, "You the best person I ever met in my life."
Yeah, they started doing manga and stuff became anime. That's normally how it works in Japan. So in Japan, you got like you know their comics.
Yeah,
they take the comics and adapt into like anime.
Yeah.
Which I should have done the same thing here with American comics. But American comics, they try to adapt them, but like the adaptations are never as good as the comics. I mean,
facts. But I think that may change. I think Invincible, if that getting popularity, I'm hoping that they more so take comics and then try to make them animated, because I think anime is way better for especially comic book shit, especially superhero shit. Like you can really show the story with anime. You can damn near do the exact comic book with anime. You feel me?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So maybe that comes up in the future.
I just want Marvel to do some of my man Dr. Doom. I feel like that's all we need. Just a Dr. Doom show the world what comics and shit could really do.
I feel like that. I feel like Dr. Doom gonna come because you already know they trying to do Fantastic Four and shit. So with Fantastic Four has to come Doom. You can't do Fantastic Four without. He the only reason I like Fantastic Four anyway.
That's everybody. He's one of the greatest villains of all time.
He is.
This guy, like I'm not even trying to be mean. I really do think that Sean Thomas got some type of talent for real. For real, I gave it a 4. Like I want to do better. I just want shit to be better. I'm not trying to be mean when I look at something and say it's some garbage. But it's some garbage though, man.
I mean, he's an elder. I mean, he got to a place where we all want to get to. But I feel like you get to that point, you're still not above like criticism, you know.
Oh no, of course not. Of course not. I mean, in this day and age with Twitter, nothing is above criticism. Nothing is above criticism. Everything gets criticized. And that's the main reason I wanted to bring y'all niggas on, because like I had my points I don't like about the show, but for the most part, I like it. And I needed somebody who didn't agree with me and y'all niggas never agree with me.
I mean, this is the thing. So I feel like Yasuke is like meant for someone like you. You know, like me and B, we like grew up in the medium of anime.
You don't try and call me uncultured.
It's like they sort of like that's what makes it even a little bit worse because they sort of like take advantage because they know some niggas is gonna watch you who don't watch anime. It's a black dude, and then they show you all these anime tropes and shit, and it's like they get you hooked in because it's a black dude, but this is not good. Like you gonna watch way better shit than this. Then you gonna be like, why the fuck did they make Yasuke this bad? Like it really felt like they made this shit in about 4 or 5 months. Rushed through it, threw some shit together, and it was like, well, shit, it's black. Niggas gonna buy it. We in there.
Okay, so I just like looked this up. So like Afro Samurai, they had like the first season was only like 5 episodes, right? And the first season of this was like 6 episodes, right? Right. So Afro Samurai, like last episode made sense where like Yasuke made barely incoherent, you know, like no like straight like storyline. I mean, it was, but it just wasn't good.
It was a straight storyline. They just added things into the storyline that kind of didn't need to be in the storyline. You feel me? Like the robots. The little girl was part of the storyline.
Why she got to be a super powerful Jean Grey mutant? What's this nigga with a sword gonna do? When that time at the end where he running on the bridge and she pick up the robot with her magical powers or break the bridge, he like show off like nigga, what do we need you for? She's fighting the army, bro. You about to fight?
She ain't learned how to do this. She was just learning to control her powers, bro.
Yasuke was like second fiddle in his own series.
No,
he was like player two. He was player two.
No, he was not. Look, she didn't come. He had a whole backstory before her little mutant ass came along. He had a whole backstory. Bruh, y'all gotta respect my mans. Man, yo, my man's.
He gotta respect himself. He up there driving boats and shit, getting drunk.
Come on, man. You gotta do better, man. You got Sakura doing your locks for you, you know.
Yo was living the life. Yo was getting drunk and driving a boat.
Fucking brass knuckles and start whooping his ass, bro. I was done with that scared. Then he broke out this shit so easy when the little girl came. He said the little white girl said, I ain't gonna hit Miss Susie. Not on my watch. Bro, brought out the chains when that nigga was whooping his ass with magical tree powers and brass knuckles. How over the top you gotta be to beat a nigga with some brass knuckles and then shock his ass like Static Shock with some tree powers? He was with his ass, bro. That shit had me blown. I was like, y'all should whoop his ass.
He did pull out the brass knucks when Yo had the force lightning and all that shit. Like, what? He didn't really need the brass knucks. That was just because he wanted to get his hands dirty for real.
Man, he said, shit, I ain't know I could whoop a nigga's ass in Japan. It was a full advantage of the situation. Started whooping his ass. Like, nah. I don't want to see my world struggle. I'm tired of watching black folks struggle. I can go outside and struggle.
Hey, that wasn't your normal black people struggle. He ain't had to deal with no police brutality. He ain't had to deal with none of that. This was a normal struggle for a normal nigga. Besides,
he had nigga struggles. He was broke. He was a drunk. You know what he was doing with his life. He had a dead end job. White man was literally whooping his ass.
Yo, his job was not dead end, bro. No, it was not. It was sustaining.
Used to be something back in high school. He was the man, homie. Now this nigga drive a boat. White man whooping his ass. I was looking at the shit, talking about Black Lives Matter, crying and shit. Get up, Yasuke.
And I feel like the Black Lives Matter crowd probably like love like Yasuke because it's a nice little saying story of a black man getting beat down by the system.
Yeah.
Bro, he wasn't getting beat down. Yo, y'all are tripping. He was not getting beat down by no system. He was just getting beat down by mutants and magic.
He was a second-class citizen in his little village.
Bro, that white dude came out of nowhere. They never met that nigga. He was like, this black dude, evil. The whole village, except for one old lady, was like, yeah, he evil as shit. The old lady was like, this white dude a foreigner too. And then for no reason, 2 seconds later, that old lady was throwing rocks at Yasuke.
Sure. I did see that. I remember that part. I did see that. He was like, yeah, basically like he's a foreigner. Yeah, I mean, okay, they did put my man's through some shit like with him being black, but I mean, they had to. I mean, he a black samurai in Japan.
And like another thing, I mean, I don't know if y'all caught on to this, but how is everyone speaking like Japanese? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you had the Russian girl. Like all these people came from different cultures.
Right. How do y'all speak the same
language?
So okay, we can't use that. We can't use that at all because we watch mad shit where a whole bunch of aliens all speak English.
You watch Samurai Champloo when they meet the, I think it was a Dutch nigga.
Yeah, Dutch dude. Yeah.
But okay.
Oh,
you talking about the redheaded Joe? I just watched the episode. You talking about the redheaded Joe with the blue eyes?
Yeah, he was confused as shit.
Yo was trying to pass off for being Japanese. It's like, but you got red hair and blue eyes.
They was like, you not one of us.
But no, bro, we can't. I always get past that whole people speaking languages, especially in cartoon and shit, because bro.
I'm just saying, you know.
Because bro,
we get past it because that shit be good. This shit ain't good. You get to looking at stupid shit when it's not good.
Because look, Darkseid is a whole alien from a whole nother dimension, basically, that speaks English.
But even with that, the mother box translate, they established that shit.
Okay. No, nigga. You do, guys. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me use somebody else then. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Damn, and a whole bunch of, I can't even say Lobo because he know every fucking language. God damn it.
This is good, bro.
Yo, it's some, I can't think off the top of my head, but it's some aliens out there that should not be speaking fucking English that speak English.
We talking like Martian Manhunter or something?
No, he don't count because he got telepathic powers, and then you feel me. He don't count, but we watch mad shit, and it be like, okay, how does everybody speak English?
You can't even think of it because usually when we watch it, they explain.
I'm trying to think of something right now. You know my memory ain't good. The scrolls?
Yeah, the Kree.
What's Marvel? Does Marvel have something? Marvel might not have something.
Kree and the scrolls, you know.
No, but they adapt when they transform. They get your language when they transform, right?
So here we go.
It's something, bro. It's something out there. I'm so mad. I'm gonna think about it once this is over. But it's something out there where like aliens,
even in the Invincible, like you know how they had the alien invasion.
Yeah,
those aliens, they know they can speak the alien language.
You know what's going on, yeah.
Yo, okay. You know what? I'm so mad because once we get out of this, I'm gonna think of it. I literally was just watching something and I was like, how the fuck is these aliens speaking English?
Probably Yasuke. They probably had some aliens too. He probably saw TV212. E.T. was in that bitch. E.T. with Godzilla and King Kong. They go for every idea in one anime. Yasuke about to fight all of them.
No, I'm not with it. But we are running out of time because nigga ain't paid for Zoom. So that comes to the end of this. I'd like to thank y'all crazy ass niggas for being on this show with me. And I definitely will be asking y'all to be on shows in the future, especially black shit, because y'all opinions be crazy as hell. So
crazy opinion, my friend.
Maybe I am. You feel me? But for me, y'all the ones that's crazy. But I need that. But I'd like to thank y'all for coming on. And before we get out of here, I want y'all to, let the people know where they can find y'all. So, Smooth.
Hey, I'm Christian Smooth, aka Smoothest. You can find me on Instagram at Smoothest. You can find me on YouTube at Smooth House. I am a filmmaker, videographer, photographer, all-around creative, based in the DMV area.
V.
King Legendary V on IG. I rap. We getting back into it. I'm trying to hop in the studio with Justice and my man Darren, aka Token Antagonist, real soon. And I rap and I create. I'll try to get some shit. Let me know.
And he also hates on everything. So
everything I critique. You feel me? I want everybody to do their best.
It's an art form, and it's not hating. That's a problem with everyone now. Everyone say like if you critique something, it's hating.
Real live. LaShawn Thomas worked on the motherfucking animation a little bit. It worked on the plot. This shit could be classic. I believe in niggas. Where it's suck at.
But y'all niggas do be hating sometimes. Don't act like y'all niggas don't be.
I don't be trying to take it right back to it.
Y'all be critiquing, but y'all be hating.
Nah, shit. You need to let me come on and talk to you about your boy Falcon America.
Falcon America.
We
I ain't watched that show yet. I ain't watched it yet.
bro,
Bro.
watch it and y'all can come back on for that. We can talk about that. We can do that next week or something.
Talk about that, Trunks. That shit, Falcon broke my heart.
Who broke your heart?
Falcon, bro. Sam Wilson.
Okay, yeah. Listen, yo, in a week we gonna talk about Smooth. Watch the show, and in a week we gonna talk about this because I gotta hear y'all crazy ass opinions about Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, I'm gonna have some opinions about it, man. You already know.
I know you will. I know you will.
I'm ready for it because, bro, Falcon let me down, bro.
I mean, I can already tell you now, the Falcon is like my least favorite, like Marvel. One of my least favorite Marvel like characters.
God damn it!
It's wild. I like Falcon. That's a wild thing. Like a lot of black characters, I like the idea of them, but they got no good comic. We'll talk about that shit. We're gonna go right into the show.
We will talk about this. We definitely will. We'll talk about Falcon as a whole, not even just the show, just Falcon as a whole.
As a character.
Yes, we'll talk about him as a character. Cause Smooth, I know me and you talked about this before, so I know you got some opinions on Falcon. Right. So we'll definitely talk about that. But I'd like to thank y'all for coming on to Yo a Nerd, Justice and the Outsiders, my first episode. We had some technical difficulties, but you know, we figured it out. So
we really did like 2 episodes.
We really did 2. We really did 2 episodes, and only one is going to be seen because I fucked up. But it's all good. So after tonight, this show will be on YouTube permanently. So yes, you can check it out, share with your friends, you know, and then I'll have y'all on next time so we can talk about Falcon.
I'm with it.
All right, my niggas. Be safe out here.
All right, y'all.
Peace, y'all.